Imagine waking up 100,000 years ago. No phones, no books, no writing, not even a single spoken language. Just endless forests, towering mountains, dangerous predators, and small groups of humans trying to survive another day. If you wanted to warn your friend about a tiger, you couldn't simply shout, "Run," because words didn't exist yet. So how did humans communicate? Let's travel back to the very beginning. At first, our ancestors relied almost entirely on body language. A pointed finger meant, "Look over there." A raised hand meant, "Stop." Wide eyes meant, "Danger." A smile meant, "You're safe." Without speaking a single word, people could already understand one another through movement and facial expressions. But gestures had one huge problem. They only worked when everyone could actually see each other. Imagine your friend walking behind a hill, or hunting deep inside a forest. Suddenly, your hands became useless. Humans needed a better way. That's when something incredible began. Instead of only moving their bodies, they started making sounds. A loud grunt, a sharp whistle, a quick shout. Each sound slowly began to carry meaning. One sound meant, "Come here." Another meant, "Danger." Another meant, "Food." Nobody planned this. It happened naturally, little by little, generation after generation, as families lived together for thousands of years. Those sounds became more organized. One tribe might have used one sound for water. Another tribe used a completely different sound. This is why different languages eventually appeared across the world. Every isolated group created its own way of speaking. And language kept evolving. Something amazing happened next. Humans no longer had to learn everything by trial and error. Instead, parents could teach children, hunters could explain strategies, elders could share stories. Knowledge was no longer lost every generation. It could finally be passed on. That single change made humanity smarter with every century. But humans wanted to remember even more. So they began drawing. Inside caves, they painted mammoths, hunters, handprints, campfires. These weren't just decorations. They were messages. A way of saying, "This happened. We hunted here. Be careful." Even without words, pictures could communicate. Thousands of years passed. Humans discovered farming. Now they didn't have to keep moving. Villages appeared. Families grew larger. Trade began. And suddenly, people needed to count. How many animals? How much grain? Who owned what? Simple marks and symbols started appearing on stone and clay. For the first time, information could be stored. Eventually, those symbols became writing. The first civilizations wrote on clay tablets. Ancient Egyptians carved hieroglyphs into stone. For the first time in history, ideas could outlive the people who created them. Knowledge could travel across generations. Centuries later, the alphabet made reading easier. Books spread knowledge. The printing press made millions of copies. Science exploded. The telegraph carried messages across countries. The telephone carried voices. Radio reached entire nations. Television brought stories into people's homes. The internet connected the world. Today, you can send a message across the planet in less than a second. You can learn almost anything from a tiny device in your pocket. And now, artificial intelligence can even communicate with you. But when you think about it, every conversation, every book, every text message, every AI response, can all be traced back to one frightened human, standing in a prehistoric forest, trying to tell another human, danger. And that may have been the moment human communication truly began.